According to Fernando Polo, Joan Laporta still wants Xavi Hernández to change his decision and to continue at Barcelona for the next season. Sport have also claimed Xavi will decide his future after El Clasico. Joan Laporta is in favor of his continuity, but everything will depend on the results from now until the end of the season. So ladies and gentlemen, there is still a chance for Xavi Hernández to continue at Barcelona. I know that many of you guys really do not favor for Xavi to have continuity. Many are asking for De Zerbi, Hansi Flick, Nagelsmann, and I understand that because of the amount of stressful times Barcelona have gone through this season. I really do get it. But in my own opinion, and I believe that everybody else is entitled to their own opinions, but in my opinion, I think that Xavi Hernández should continue at Barcelona after this summer and be with us until the summer of 2026. And then from there, we can have further conversations on who we want to go for next. But for me, Xavi is the ideal one. There is a lot to look forward to for this season, as a matter of fact. And I believe that Xavi Hernández can deliver. We have also heard some great news regarding Frankie and Pedri, and it has been confirmed through many sources that Frankie and Pedri might actually make it for the first leg against PSG. So just when we thought that Barcelona had to go through PSG with a midfield of Gundogan, Christensen, and Fermin Lopez, now we have the two inclusions of Frankie and Pedri, and that is just so huge. And so everything indicates, at the very least, right, at the very least, Barcelona will compete against PSG and have a bigger chance to go through them and to go to the semifinals. Also, if Xavi really does think that his results is going to be based on what happens between now and to the Clasico, here are going to be the matches that Xavi Hernández is going to be eyeing to dictate how his future is going to be. It will be against Las Palmas, which will be in about 2 days, then against PSG, then Cadiz, and then PSG again, and then Real Madrid. So I can understand why he would say, okay, based off the games between Las Palmas and Real Madrid, I'm going to be deciding my future, because once these games are done, if Barcelona do well and they win all matches, that would mean two things. Barcelona are going to be in the semifinals with probably one of the youngest teams in the Champions League, and point number two, they reduce the gap between Barcelona and Real Madrid from 8 points to 5 points. And let me tell you, like, if Barcelona end up in that position 1 month from today, right after these 5 games are over, that is a sign that this young Barcelona team can compete. And let's assume that Barcelona do go out in the semifinals and they just continue to have this 5-point difference with Real Madrid by the end of the season. Let's just say that. I believe that the only gap to make that difference to go into the finals next time, or to reduce the points between Barcelona and Real Madrid even more, is by making 2 more signings in the summer to further strengthen Barcelona. So by the time we do go to the next season, we go past the semifinals and then also overcome Real Madrid in La Liga. It just, to me, it makes no sense to restart this project in the summer. I believe that Xavi Hernández will stay. Joan Laporta is going to have to do everything he can to not only convince Xavi to stay, but to actually back him right after by making all of these exits from players, approving these financial deals, and also gaining the prize money, and get Xavi Hernández the players that he does want. So in the end, the first step is going to be Las Palmas in about 2 days, and I have a slight feeling that Xavi Hernández is going to be rotating and he's going to be resting most of his best players, because I believe that Barcelona would want to go against PSG with all of their players 100% healthy and ready. I mean, I know it does sound a little immature to say that we're going to back down a little bit against Las Palmas to go full firing against PSG, but I just think that Barcelona have a chance to make history in the Champions League. Like, really think about that. They're probably going to go down as the youngest team to ever grace a Champions League semifinal, and that's going to be insane. So with Barcelona rotating, I still think that with their B or C team, they can get good results. Like, look at what happened in the game against Atletico Madrid 2 weeks ago. We won 3-0 with a midfield of Fermin Lopez, Sergio Roberto, and Gundogan, and we had Hector Fort as one of our fullbacks. And with the correct mentalities from the players, we can still get a great result, even though it's not our A team. There's also going to be a chance for Vitor Roque to start and for Ferran Torres to be included in the starting 11. It says here, according to multiple sources coming from Barcelona, that Vitor Roque has chances to start this Saturday against Las Palmas. He has trained very well during the break, and Lewandowski's accumulated fatigue could be a factor. Another player who points in this lineup, it is Sergio Roberto. Ferran Torres will return to the squad list against Las Palmas, a game in which we will surely see rotations. Some of those who have not gone with their national teams these days also have their chances. There has also been reports, according to Mundo and Sport, that Christensen and Araujo will likely miss the game against Las Palmas, and so that is why I do say there is that sense that there is going to be a lot of rotations, and it's okay, because I believe that every player is determined to succeed and to bring good results to the club. And so I believe that the starting 11 is going to look something like this: Ter Stegen in goal, Hector Fort as our right back, Kubarsi and Inigo Martinez as our center back pairing, with Cancelo as our left back. Our midfield midfield being Gundogan, Sergio Roberto, and Fermin Lopez. Yes, I know that Gundogan did play like 2 matches in the past week and a half with Germany, and he did play a lot of minutes, but I just don't want to see Oriol Romeu starting in the 11 with Sergio Roberto and Fermin Lopez. I think that will be chaos. It would be total destruction. I lost all my faith in Oriol Romeu, and that's just how it is. Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I hope that Oriol Romeu finds his confidence, but we still have 3 points to win, and I think that Gundogan, Sergio Roberto, and Fermin Lopez can bring the 3 points. If they can deliver against Atletico Madrid, which ended 3-0, they can do it against Las Palmas. As for our front three, I expect Ferran Torres to be starting over Joao Felix, with Vitor Roque taking over Lewandowski's position, because again, Lewandowski is fatigued right now, and I think that it makes sense for him to just rest and then just wait for the game against PSG, which will be happening in about 14 to 15 days. And then have Rafinha starting over Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal played 2 games with Spain. I don't really want to see Lamine Yamal starting against Las Palmas. I think that we need to be very well aware that he is accumulating too many minutes, okay? Like, he just came back from playing a lot of games with Barcelona, went to the Spanish national team, played 2 matches, and now we expect him to play against Las Palmas again? No, I don't think so. I think that Rafinha should be starting. Rafinha also only played about 60 minutes with Brazil, so I think that he will be okay. So for sure, I want to see Koundé, Araujo, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Christensen getting rested, because we need that defensive protection against PSG. Koundé, Araujo, and Christensen will bring that. We're also going to be needing the attacking opportunities and chances created coming from Lamine Yamal and Lewandowski, 2 players who can bring a lot of assists. And like I have said, to have Pedri and Frankie ready for the first leg against PSG is only going to make Barcelona go into a much better position to win. Frankie can join Christensen, who is going to be very fresh by that time, and Pedri can be that rotator with Gundogan when Gundogan does start against PSG, and really give PSG a big fight at their home. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.